And away they go. The Sultan's Bazaar was perhaps slower length, and Ollie Vander gets a few flicks. The blue cap on the right-hand side looking to slot over. Pods of Victory is also looking to drop the head early on. Tommy Grand came out in front as they worked towards the 1600 metre zone. Tommy Grand by 3 parts of a length. Ollie Vander, who has not won in 890 days. Anton Marcus manages to get him up into a share as second. He's on the right-hand side, red headgear. Then we drop back to Paths of Victory. White cap for Calabro in 4th spot, 3 lengths off the leader. Southpaw to the rail. White Lightning is the grey. Cat's Legacy and the Sultan's Bazaar on the outside. Just keeps off the rail for the time being. The Sultan's Bazaar, 6 lengths in it. At this stage, Tommy Grand not setting any world records in front by 3 parts, and it's just a matter of time before Anton Marcus and Ollie Vander range alongside. Many a time we've seen Anton Marcus pull the trigger and Ollie Vander's hard held on the right-hand side. Paths of Victory, now they're going to come up towards the final 700. Tommy Grand, but Ollie Vander now slides on by, looking to build his confidence as Anton Marcus. Calabro's fast asleep on the outside. Now Richard Faree's just going to start to wake him up with a white cap, but he's going to go through between runners. He hasn't moved a muscle yet on Calabro, and then Paths of Victory. Ollie Vander at the top of the lane by a length and a quarter. Paths of Victory feels the squeeze. Richard Faree's now saying go on Calabro. White Lightning trying to get a gap between runners and the Sultan's Bazaar. Ollie Vander hit the front, but Tommy Grand, White Lightning, the Sultan's Bazaar's running a cracker. Ollie Vander's gone out the back door, and the Sultan's Bazaar full of action to win it. The Sultan's Bazaar just cruised away the last 100. White Lightning second, Calabro third, Tommy Grand and Ollie Vander ran last. So turning for home, and the Sultan's Bazaar comes from the back end of the field with a sweeping run to go past all. 3-year-old son of Visionaire wins with plenty in hand. White Lightning, the other 3-year-old, runs into second. Calabro, who was switched off, he was fast asleep, and Richard Faree was just waiting to pounce. And when he woke him up, he stayed on for the trifectas. Tommy Grand, Paths of Victory, and something must have been amiss with Ollie Vander that last furlong. Moved into the top stride and then came under big pressure at the 300. Right-hand side, the Sultan's Bazaar for the Dean Kannemeyer outfit, Fred Krabbier. Bred by the Summerhill stud, Keegan DeMello. They come powering away, glances over his shoulder, and he likes what he sees. Sultan's Bazaar easy. White Lightning back second, back to the studio.
Well, the Sultan's Bazaar put in a cracking performance, quickening up on the outside and winning very well for Fred Krabbier, trained by Dean Kannemeyer. Well done, Dean. Good effort today from this horse.
Yeah, Paul, I thought he quickened up nicely on the outside there, and I thought his last time was a little bit below his best, and I think I've run him once before over 1900 metres, just got beat a short head. And I said to Fred that the way he's been running, he's like sort of become one post up the straight, and I think he's looking for more ground again. Took the blinkers off the last couple of runs, but I think he's bounced back to the horse I thought he was. Handicap had dropped him a pound or two, so nice one. So well done to Fred Krabbier and Emma and the whole team. And he's a good-looking horse, and he's touchwood, he's been a sound horse.
Yeah, he's a very attractive horse. You got any more runners?
I've got Seattle Kid, mine was running with Naughty and the boys in the 9th race, and trying him over ground and find if he will go 1800 metres. If he doesn't shape up, we will have to reassess him.
Well done, Dean.
Paul, thank you very much. Thank you.
Here's Keegan. Well done, Keegan. It looked like he just swept past this field.
Yes, Mr. Leff. I must be honest, I think his last couple of runs, it's been partly my fault. He's been missing the break slightly, and I've been trying to get him racing, and I don't think he quite enjoys that. So I think I've learned from my mistakes, and I've just gone back to the basics where I just give him a chance, and he picks them off quite nicely.
Yeah, he won well. Terrific. No, you're riding for us in the next. It's obviously a big chance. Have you got anything in the last two?
Yeah, look, I've been very lucky to pick up Dark Moon Rising. I've ridden him before, obviously, and just thank you to you and your team. I'm just hoping he can bring home the bacon today. Yeah, and I've got the Poet coming up as well. He's trying the trip for the first time. He's down in the ratings a hell of a lot, but I do think he's got a chance. And then, I've got a horse for Mr. Kannemeyer as well, Seattle Kid. I think he's trying the trip as well for the first time, but he's dropped down in the ratings as well. So I think if everything goes according to plan, I think he could run a place.
Thanks for your help.
Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, there we. Yeah, sorry.
Can I just say thank you, big thank you to Mr. Kenneman and his team, and obviously Mr. Krabby as well. Nice to ride him another one, and thank you very much.
Lovely, there we go. Well done, Fred and Emma. Well done, their team. The Sultans Bazaar. Mickey Goss will be pleased. This Visionaire that he bred has won very well.